Welcome, podcast fans. It's time for the What's Up Bro podcast show, presented by J&J Production Studios, the home for all your entertainment needs. All kinds of great topics discussed every week, a variety of different themes offered, special guest appearances, prize giveaways, and so much more. Stay tuned. And now, here are your hosts, Samcro and Big Hoss.
Well, good evening, everybody. Happy Saturday, one and all, and happy Memorial Day. Hard to believe it, but we are here, Memorial Day weekend, the first of many, well, I guess a few, rather, summer celebration holidays to kick off the summer, which we are quickly speed rolling to. Hard to believe. We've had no spring weather this year. Summer's upon us. Summer marches on, heading right for us. It's here. We wanted to celebrate with you guys, and of course, the show must go on there. Big Hoss not joining us tonight. He is celebrating and spending time with his mom, so congrats there for that. It's always a great treat when he can do that. We'll be back next weekend, of course. We had no episode last night. We didn't get any updates, so apologies. It's been crazy busy around here. Again, we're still juggling schedules. We're trying to get things in order. So many projects we're working on, so little time, and just so much stuff in between. And real life just gets in the way, but we try to make it work. But here for a little bit tonight, probably not going to go super long as normal, but did not want to go without celebrating it because it is Memorial Day, and we want to acknowledge that. It's a time to celebrate our heroes, our fallen veterans that have sacrificed so much to help us build this country that we love in the United States there. We want to recognize them and celebrate. I don't think it was Memorial Day. I think it was Veterans Day last year where we botched that, unfortunately. So schedule-wise, we didn't want to do that again. So here we are tonight, and of course, as always, we want to make sure that we spend time with all of you. Hope you guys have some great plans. We're going to talk about some stuff you could do this weekend. Obviously, grilling and being outside is a huge thing. So hopefully you guys will be doing some of that at least. Maybe you have some parties to go to. Maybe some friends are having some cookouts. I know some people are going to birthday parties, and it's baseball season and softball and, you know, all these sort of things that culminate where, you know, I don't know, just we talk about a lot how things just sort of happen all at once. And, I mean, anything. So, oh my Lord in heaven, what is with this here? We gotta let's see, hang on. Oh my, there we go. Did we reconnect on here? We did. Apologies there. I don't know if it got through. I kept talking a little bit. I don't know why the internet's been kind of weird lately. We had a power outage the other day. You guys know we suffer with that quite a bit. And so it's just kind of been weird. I haven't had an issue up to this point, but for whatever reason, let me go back a little bit there before we were so rudely interrupted. We're going to go over a couple of quick announcements there, which is actually I was starting to, and it just proved my point. The internet has been a little crazy, so there might be moments where we have some hiccups. I've been trying to reset it. I probably should have just reset the router entirely to be safe, but I didn't. So hopefully, did I put this in the wrong folder? I bet you I did. Did I do it? Let's see. Oh, wait, that's not... Hold on a second. Nope, we're in the right spot. Okay. Again, I'm so tired. Usually we're on the ball with this stuff, but all right, I just wanted to make sure. So there we go. Oh, yeah. All right, so let's get back on track. So the internet is there. If you guys missed it, and I did share, it was been shared on our social medias there too, check out my appearance this past Thursday night with our good friends on the Pod Z Quad show. A lot of fun, as always. It's great. Looking forward to doing it again soon. And we're also looking forward to having the guys come join us. We've been sharing that. Again, schedules have just not been lining up quite right, quite yet, but we're working on that. That's a special surprise coming down the road. We are going to be making an appearance again. We're still working on scheduling for the Vigilantes Radio. We're going to make an appearance there, so keep an eye and ear open for that. Let's see. Again, I'm posting all this stuff. Sorry, I'm trying to get all this done to save me some time there. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, my brain is just not wanting to work tonight there. But yeah, check it out. The link has been posted. I posted all over social media. You guys can check that out there. It's always awesome. Looking forward to that. And again, we'll be on Vigilantes Radio again soon. Still working on some scheduling for some other guest appearances on our show. All kinds of great things. And hopefully life will calm down enough to where we can actually get some other things done, which is what the plan kind of has been. So we'll keep you guys abreast of that as well. Let's see, that's shared there. Oh, that's right. That's the other place I got to share it. The thing is, and I love it, and it's unfortunate when we get so accustomed to auto-sharing. If you guys know, if you're content creators or you do anything like that, whether it's YouTube or not, you know that you can auto-share everything to every platform that's available, but lately it's just impossible to get everywhere. So sometimes we have to manually do that, which is what I'm working on right now, just so that everybody knows what's going on and what's going down. Let's see. Of course, I have our cat here that's also trying to get up here. Get down. You don't need to be up here now. I don't know why they're getting so clingy. It's been this kind of thing lately. And I gotta find that picture. I feel like it's here. There it is. That's not bad. That's so. Yeah, let's just stick with it. Okay. Yes, and of course we are going to pay homage to our brave men and women in uniform. We want to honor them tonight. This is one of the major holidays we do that. I think it's very important. I may have shared this. I think I shared a little bit. This has been a personal thing for me, making sure that we pay tribute to those that have sacrificed so much for our freedoms there, and I think that's important. That's a big reason what we're doing here tonight, too. So that's all part of that. Let's see. I think that's everything I need there. What other announcements do we have? Do we have anything else? I don't think there's anything else I can think of at the top of my head. Of course, as always, I can pepper that information in as we need it. So then, as we know, let's just jump right in here. It doesn't feel like a holiday weekend, obviously, and maybe for some of you, too, you can understand where we're coming from. It's just been so crazy busy, so many things going on. Like, I probably can't even begin to tell you all in small detail, but life has just been complete chaos, and I say it every year, I say it all the time, I'm trying very hard to drop things off my plate, trying to better balance everything, just really trying to give myself a little bit of a unburdening there. And it's not just things for me, my family, everything going on. It's just trying to figure out how to navigate a lot. And there's so, it's I understand it too for parents, understanding trying to do things for kids. It's just crazy, And I never understood this, and I really do now more than ever, that there's never enough time in a day. And it's not just trying to get everything that you want done, it's also having the energy to get things done, because you're just so exhausted. I know I've been recently. And, it's... I don't know. I guess it's getting old. I chalk it up to that, because I am. I'm still young enough to be, I still have some time for a lot of things, but it just seems like more and more that... I don't know. I don't know if it's just, wearing myself out. And again, we all get busy, we all get tired. I've been down this road many times before, but I just think that, now more than ever, and it's a different phase of life, it's just taking a different toll. So I'm just trying to figure out how that works. I'm sure a lot of us are. So hopefully we can do that. But when we get to holidays and stuff, it's a great opportunity to slow down. Now, because of some things going on right now, I'm not really celebrating much or doing anything family-wise, so probably not going to be cooking out for this event. Hopefully 4th of July. I'm hoping that could be a possibility. I know I've been invited to at least a couple parties already for 4th of July. So there is that. So if I don't get to cook, I can go somewhere else where someone will be cooking. No, I joke. I really do love to cook when I can on the grill. And not just on holidays. Just anytime, really. But now that the weather's nice and it's just getting out there, so that's kind of the motivation for that in that regard. which I hope a lot of you guys will this weekend. Maybe you are grilling, and maybe you're hosting your own party. Which, hey, if you want to invite me, I'll be glad to come. But it's kind of a fun thing when you can do that and you can play games and just spending time with family and friends is always a plus. I joke about it too. Being a grown up there, an adult who has a lot of responsibilities, things going on, I don't get to socialize much. So when I have opportunities, we have parties or we have people that we know that throw parties, it's a great chance to get out there and spend some time with some other people. And of course, as always, if we have the energy to do so. But on an average basis, so try to do that. And it just kind of gets you away from everyday life and just kind of breaks things up a little bit. You got to have some fun. You got to kick back. I know that's what the weekends are for typically, which is why we're here. We hope we can bring you guys entertainment. That's our goal every single weekend. But it's more of that chance to really get into a relaxing pattern. Now, again, this is usually the time of year, or at least starting to bridge the gap where vacations begin to happen. Some people I know of people that have done this where they will plan vacations months and months in advance, or maybe even a year in advance. I know that seems extreme sometimes, but depending on where you're going, if you're taking a trip, you really do have to prepare long term ahead of time. Because, and I know it sounds crazy there, but if you guys know, if you've been on vacation, if you travel, whatever the case may be, it takes a lot. It really, really does. So, if you plan to take a trip, get a head start. Don't wait. And make sure you have bookings if you're going to stay somewhere. Get that all figured out right away. Maybe you're having a staycation, though. So, which is fun, too. And when you are able to... It's hard, though, staycation. I've been this road. I shared this with you guys. You can still get caught up on everyday things that have to happen, so you have to be careful. I love a good staycation, though, in all honesty. I think it's fantastic. I think it's a great way to catch... The idea is to catch up on other things that you don't normally do. Like for me, my big goal over the summer, too, is to do some more gaming, which I'm hoping to do. I'm hoping the schedule will open up a little bit. I've had so much stuff piled on, but it's still a goal. And just like everything else here with the podcast, we're trying to get everything situated. But, that's sort of the theoretical theory going into what you want to try to accomplish there. Maybe do some other fun things. Maybe take a mini trip. Maybe go somewhere. I don't know. I'd love to take some historical trips. I've done that. This particular weekend, you guys know, I may have shared this. I've been part of a Civil War reenactors group. We're actually out this weekend locally celebrating and enjoying a good time with that. That's always fun. Things like that, something different. But it just kind of breaks up the everyday. So if that's going to be your staycation goal, to be home, plan but don't plan. I guess I don't know how else to say that, and that's kind of a weird way to put it. But meaning don't overthink it and don't try to script it too much. Because as I've shared too, I've done this, I had this the one year, and I still use that as motivation even for this year. The plan was I had all this stuff lined up, I had everything down to a science, just about everywhere where I wanted it, and the whole weekend turned to complete shit, to be quite honest. It did not go anywhere the way I planned it to, and it just really completely fell apart. Now, some things happened I couldn't control. And again, that's just life. That's as I learned as getting older. Some things took precedence and priority because they needed focus and attention. So it's not like one of those things where I said, it's something I chose to do, or it was something that needed to be done, that needed to happen. So I had to take a step and try and salvage what I could, but it just did not go. So that's why I say plan but don't plan, because you can only plan for so much, and best laid plans, though, things just inevitably will fall apart. So kind of let it be organic, let it flow. Sometimes that's the best way you can get a vacation out of it. I've had instances, it's been a little bit, it's been a minute, but you can still have moments where a great vacation will present itself if you just plan for nothing, truthfully. And again, there's bullet points to that specifically. So you need to have, again, some planning, but when you don't have an itinerary or plans for certain, like I went on a family vacation last year, it was fun, but at the same time, it's like we have to do this, 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 and this by certain intervals and certain times because we only had this much time for vacation. Now, some people are like that. Some people will love to do that way. Some people, that's enough for them. And you might be one of those. Perfectly fine. We understand that. And I think, and I feel like, as I got when I was younger, that was perfectly fine, acceptable. Of course, I was in a different frame and different viewpoint at that point, particular point in time. And so, in retrospect, too, looking at it now, again, perspectives change a bit. So I don't think that fits for my motif and what we do anymore. But there's still something to be said about it. So maybe you're at that stage where you still need to do it. And again, fine and dandy. We want to have the same rate of success. We want to have the same goals for vacationing, for celebrating, doing different things. But at the end of the day, too, as we all know, we are all different, unique individuals with different desires, goals, dreams, different interests is the word I was looking for, that we all have. So we're not all exactly alike. We share similarities, but we all have different ways of functioning and doing things. So that has to be considered. And again, whether you are single, whether you're married or in a relationship, whether you have children, maybe you don't, there's different demographics of people that these sort of things fit into. Now, COVID was a big learner for this, too, when we had the staycation, because most people did that because we couldn't go anywhere for 3 months. Wasn't necessarily a bad thing. The problem is when you're cooped up, and we learned this lesson pretty quickly, when you're cooped up in the house for such a long time, and this is where I still think about this. I talked about this on Deanie's show. This is where the podcast realm really grew. Podcasting was not a new thing and not a new idea, as I've said. But it took off because it was a way for people to connect to the world yet. So that we weren't totally isolated or kicked out or totally just alone. That was sort of the thought process with that too. And I've seen podcasts where people have done for just about anything and everything. Which, not totally surprising because that's just what it is. And it worked out. But it was an idea that you could relax, you could be home, and you could still do things, and would hope. And even I thought to myself, had we started the podcast then, I don't know if it would have reached the outside world, but it was still an attempt that we were making. So either way, you couldn't really fail at that. But, you know, there's differences for that reason, and we're in a different age. We're in a technological age, so there's all kind of things that you got to go into that need to be considered and all that sort of stuff. But at least we have those opportunities and those options because, again, years ago that wasn't really a viable thing. There were fewer and not as many opportunities or ideas to do. I often wonder if we would have had this thing with coronavirus years ago, what would it have been like? Because obviously, with technology and being what it is today, if we didn't have that long way back when, how would we get along? We'd have no communication anywhere, except by telephone, which again is not a bad thing, but it's not as free range and open as social media, as FaceTiming, as what else do we have? Zoom and Skype and there's so many things out there. I probably can't even name them all. I'm still learning some new things, which is incredible. But you know, all that in the thought process really just makes you contemplate, and we should think about it because I think it's important too. I think it really will bring some deep understanding to a certain level if we can achieve that. So if you have time, think about it. Don't overthink it, but try to self-reflect if nothing else. I think that's going to be crucial and going to be key. So that's what I would recommend there. But yeah, just it's interesting when you have all these thoughts that come through. It really just sparks quite the thought process for anybody. But yeah. So let's take a short break here. Again, I want to be mindful of timing because, again, we're not going to make it super, super long tonight just because, but again, we wanted to celebrate Memorial Day. We're going to come back and talk about that. We'll talk about some more ideas for your picnics, for things you can do. But we want to have some time to really talk about our service members and to understand the enormity of why we have holidays like this. Memorial Day, Veterans Day, all very important, all have the same goal in mind, to recognize family members that have served, other people that have served, really to embrace knowing that we have the country that we have and the freedoms we have because of sacrifices that our veterans have made throughout the course of our histories, the wars that have been involved in our nation, throughout the history of time even. We want to just take time to acknowledge that properly and appropriately. So first and foremost, before we go to break, if you are a service member, thank you so much for the sacrifices that you made. No matter where it was, no matter when it was, even if you didn't feel like it was a major part, if you are in the service for that or have been in the service, you still played a major factor and a major role in that. So we thank each and every one of you. And we honor those that have moved on, that are no longer with us. There are many. We can't name them all, but we know who they are deep down. And we're just so grateful. We don't want to leave anybody out. So thank you very much. We honor you all this weekend. And we want to show our love and appreciation to every single one of you guys and gals out there. So thank you very much. Stay tuned though, you guys. Come on back. We'll talk some more. Memorial Day weekend. No work on Monday, an extra day off, which is always great. And of course, some people, it could be party day. Maybe you're having a party tomorrow on Sunday. Who knows? Coming to the end of May already, though. We're coming into June, and we got 4th of July coming up as well. This year is flying by. It's hard to believe, but sad but true. It's happening. Plenty more, though, great content, of course, from your number one place to go for entertainment, J&J Production Studios. We are here for you to bring you the best possible content available. We will see you guys. I will see you guys shortly. Come on back for more. Don't go away. You don't want to miss what's coming up next. Happy Saturday to you all. Let's celebrate. Let's honor Memorial Day. If I had more time to do this, I probably would have put music out there. I got to get some of that out there for as well. We'll probably do that more theme for 4th of July, maybe even for Veterans Day. Of course, it's a little bit different, so I guess maybe it's not the same vein. But we have tracks for that very reason. But we're going to stay with the classics there for now, especially because it's a shorter version tonight. We'll plan better, I promise, in the future. But come on back. Plenty more talk here. What's Up, Bro podcast show. We love you guys. Appreciate your support. As always, we love hanging out with you guys. We always look forward to it every weekend. It's just amazing. It's a great chance for us to escape. We blather on about all kinds of stuff, but I hope you guys enjoy it just as much as we enjoy it. But again, if we have even just one or two listening, it means the world, and we're so thankful. So thank you very much for your support in any which way. Even just listening, that means a lot to us. Come on back. Let's chat. Plenty more here. Don't go away. Stay tuned. See you in just a moment.
Hey audio fans, are you looking for fun and excitement? Have you been searching for that special show? You know, the one complete package you want in a podcast? Then check out the What's Up Bro podcast show and experience what true entertainment is all about. Stay tuned and don't miss the action. Available on your favorite streaming services, including YouTube. Thank you for all your support. And as always, we'll see you at the show.
We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned.
Hey there, do you love podcasts? Are you having difficulty finding the right ones to listen to? Is it frustrating when you're trying to pick that show? You know, the one where everyone must collectively agree on? Like finding a good movie or TV show to watch, do you look for the most jam-packed entertainment that's possible to find in a single episode every week? Then search no more, and welcome to J&J Production Studios. It's our business to provide the best entertainment and information available for you. Whether you're sitting in that comfy chair with your favorite snack and beverage listening live each week, or downloading your favorite show episodes to take with you on the go while you're at work, exercising, or even just to play at night for you to fall asleep to. There's something for everyone, no matter what size, shape, or age you are. Visit www.linktree.com/J_J Production Studios to find all the streaming services where our podcast shows can be found. You can also connect with us on your favorite social media platforms, including Facebook and Twitter. You can join our public Discord server and chat directly with us. But wait, there's more. You can subscribe to our official YouTube channel and be notified every time a new show is broadcast. Wish you could have some studio souvenirs or collectibles? Guess what? You can. Visit the official store where you can purchase items featuring your favorite podcast and show hosts. Would you like to help support us? You can do that by getting your very own exclusive membership on our Patreon account. All proceeds go to help us upgrade our shows, which will only enhance the entertainment provided to you. Thank you so much. We're excited to have you as an audience. Your love and support are always appreciated. We'll see you soon.
Break time is over. We're so glad you stayed tuned. Now back to the action as the show is set to resume.
All right, welcome back, guys. Thanks so much for being patient and waiting there. If you're just tuning in, welcome. This is the What's Up Bro podcast show, brought to you by the one and only J&J Production Studios, your number one home for entertainment. We are celebrating here Memorial Day weekend. It is I, Samcro, here as always. Big Hoss not able to join us, spending time with Mom tonight, which is very important. So it is a holiday weekend. We understand that, but we did want to have some content for you guys. We don't want to leave you hanging out there, so we do have this episode for you tonight, which if you missed the beginning part, you can go back and check it out. This will be up soon once we go off the air. We're going to wrap up here soon, in fact. It's going to be a shorter night just because, it's a holiday weekend. We got stuff going on, and I've got a lot of things I'm catching up on as well. But, again, we wanted to keep it short and sweet and to the point. And, of course, as always, couldn't go without another episode there because we took off last night. One other point I wanted to make, and I just lost it. Gosh, what was it? Oh, of course. Check us out. Linktree.com/J_J Production Studios. Catch up with us all across social media. Facebook, and I can't say it, we don't have it Twitter X anymore. They officially changed it, so X now. X.com, you can find us there. Instagram, Tumblr, all that great stuff there. All your favorite podcast streaming services where our shows can be found. You can catch your favorite episodes there, including our latest and greatest newer edition, the What's Up Bro Show website, jnjproductionstudios.com. Link is available there on Linktree as well, but you can type it in J&J Productions. Just type in jnjproductionstudios.com. It'll come up there. You can listen to episodes of the show right there. They get streamlined on there directly. We also, of course, have our blog, which we post updates just like we do on social media, so make sure you check that out. There is, we only have the links to the main show. We do have, of course, our other podcasts, but you can get those videos from YouTube if you check through that there. The videos section of our website there will take you to the latest videos updated on our YouTube channel, which you can click on. Listen to it there, but of course you can listen to us anywhere. But yes, of course, and go listen to it. I've listened to it's a great website for that. We were so thankful for the people up on Podium. I had to think of the name first. This is a great show for podcasters, a great website for podcasters. So if you're looking to incorporate a website, I highly recommend that, or we do actually, rather, at the studio. I keep saying me, I just come alone tonight and I'm all by myself. No, I'm kidding. But we highly recommend that too. It's really great, and we're so thankful that they reached out to us because we had the project in mind to do the website, but we just couldn't find anything that was really working for the ideas that we had. And granted, of course, this doesn't incorporate everything that we were hoped for, but it does cover a majority of it, and sometimes we don't know what we're looking for. It kind of just happens by accident, and this is sort of that case there. But it turned out great. Check it out there, jnjproductionstudios.com. Listen to episodes of the show right there, and there as well as on our Linktree. If you want to be notified, join our email list subscribers there. You'll get information about new episodes posted from any of our shows sent directly to your email account. If you wish, you can do that. Subscribe today. That's the only thing and reason we have that there. If you want to, we have a section on the website to be a guest on the show. We will ask for contact information. We'll review everything in your request. Our show guest request form. You click on that. You can request to be a special guest on the show. Of course, we love to do that. We'll review that as well and get in touch with you. There is a contact section, which I haven't. Let me double check this because I haven't. It's just general inquiries. You can put information there and let us know. We will get in touch with you for any reason, wherever you want. Just to say hello if you want. That's fine too. Let's see. I think that's about it for now. So let's dive in here. Let's get back into our topic. I want to finish up on the partying type because I thought of another area you could be having fun with, especially with kids. And then we're going to begin to wrap it up with honoring what Memorial Day really is about and honoring our veterans. So one other notation you can do, and this kind of includes outdoor picnicking and partying, but incorporate some water games, some fun. I've had this the other day. It's great. Maybe some slip and slide, some pools, water guns, water balloons, whatever. It's great. The weather's been fantastic, and it's been nice enough where you can do that, which this time of year is not super uncommon, but there have been years where it hasn't been overly warm, but since the weather's been in the 80s, it's kind of nice. It really makes it a lot of fun, especially for kids. So if you have young ones that really want to, or you want to get the opportunity to have them really enjoy themselves, nothing says more fun than a water balloon fight, than water gun fight. I got pelted with it. I got doused and drenched. It's just super refreshing on a hot day. You love it. Worry about the mess later. You can clean it up, but incorporate that for your picnic. Just make sure it's not near to the grill or anything, because that could be a whole nightmare in and of itself. But yeah, it's a lot of fun and it's great. And even for adults, you don't have to be a kid. Adults can have fun with that too. So make sure you make most of that and be able to incorporate that for your party there, actually. If you will, I'm going to put you guys on... I just remembered something very important. I was doing this during the break, and I didn't get a chance to finalize that. I need to do this. Let's play one more song, and then we'll cover our last topic. I will explain what that is and why in just a second. I hate to abruptly... We'll call this a station break for a second. I just need a minute. Let me find one other song that's not super long. That's a little... We'll play this song. It's not long. Alright. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. I'll explain why. I almost forgot it. And because I'm flying solo for the week. And it's very important that I check on this. So, because if not, I will be in serious trouble. Hang on. Be right back. Don't go away. Just play one more song for you, and then we'll come back and we'll finish up for the night. Be right back. Stick around.
Do it. Do what you want, do what you want, do it.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. I apologize for the interruption there. I want to dispense with the intro coming back just to get back in here. So, we're going to wrap up here and talk about the importance of Memorial Day, but I am bacheloring it for the next few days. I have been for these last few days, and I've been multitasking, trying to get a lot of things done, and I had my dinner set up. Miss Eliza had dinner ready for me. I just had to pop it in the oven, and I had the oven prepped and ready to go. It dawned on me that I never put the dinner in. So I didn't want to have the oven running for no reason, so now I have the food in. I'm good to go. That's kind of what the sudden station pause was. We paused for these important messages or this song break. So apologies there, but we're back. So let's wrap up here. Let's talk about the importance of Memorial Day. I'm not going to drone too much about this because we kind of have the gist, but why is it important? And this ties into it. We said this for Veterans Day. We probably will say it again this year. Memorial Day is one of the great opportunities where we can honor our men and women who've served in the armed forces and the military, not currently and presently, and we salute those that are currently in the service and overseas. We wish you a safe return home soon. Thank you for your service. But for the men and women who have served from years and years over the course of time, there are so many so many to name, and it's hard to be specific there, so we want to cover an all-around basis of we appreciate you. Even those that have departed and moved on, we still appreciate you. It's incredible how the sacrifices that are made sometimes and quite often are overlooked. Now, whether or not that's on purpose, it's yet to be seen. Can't really say for sure. But want to make sure that you don't do that, or you understand how important this is. Now, you don't have to be a complete lover of history like myself. I know others that are kind of like me too that share that kind of love, but it's important that you at least have a great understanding of why it's important to celebrate and recognize our veterans there, because really, truly, the freedoms that we have today, we would not have if we didn't have the service members that have sacrificed. And it's important that we honor them and recognize them for that very reason, because this country could be a whole different place without them. And it might seem a little overdramatic in some instances, but excuse me, it really isn't, because that's true. It's truthfully absolutely the case. So when you celebrate Memorial Day weekend, have a good time, of course, and again, it's fun to be partying and having a lot of fun too. That's a big part of it. But just understand the truth of what it really means to have the celebration here. And lastly, and most importantly too, talk to your family members, talk to some neighbors, talk to friends. Thank them for their service. Ask them to share stories with you. It'll make their day. Let them recount as much as they want to some of those moments that they shared where they felt like, and again, it wasn't always a great time, but it was something that was a part of their history, part of what was important and imperative for them. They definitely want to share some of it. They maybe will share all of it. Don't know. Again, everybody's at a different walk of life. Their military experience might have shaken or changed them in ways some things they don't want to remember or share. But don't be afraid at least to ask. But again, just at least acknowledge them so that they know they're appreciated and that they're loved. Especially family members, especially friends, people that you know. Take an interest, take an invested time to really understand what it was like, what they went through, what it was like for their family, all that sort of thing. It's very, very important. That's why we have holidays like this, for that reason, because every year it's the same thing, but we need to take time to honor those men and women for that reason, because the story doesn't change. The narrative is exactly the same. Doesn't mean we can't still honor and pay tribute there. That's most important. So that's our best advice and well wishes for you guys out there. And we want to salute your family and friends too. But take that time to at least reflect and acknowledge that. And then have a good time and celebrate over the Memorial Day weekend time. It's a great time. Again, great opportunity. There's only so many holidays in the course of the year. But especially this time of year when the weather is nice and, you can be outside and enjoy festive time and all that great kind of stuff. So take the opportunity and kill two birds with one stone, or whatever analogy you want to use. Make the most of it this weekend. We hope you guys have a wonderful time celebrating. And of course, as always there too, we're glad to be we have chances where holidays come around like that. I want to see, actually, let me look real quick before we wrap up. I didn't check the calendar yet, but let's see where, I don't know if it falls on a weekend. It actually doesn't, but that still works. We might celebrate after the 4th of July, because it looks like it's Friday and Saturday, the 5th and 6th, but still right on there. We'll still have a good time with you guys. That's the next big holiday coming up there, but we take advantage of it when we can. The calendar changes every year, but when we have opportunities to celebrate, we will. But yeah, so that's going to do it, though, for tonight, guys. Hope you are having a wonderful weekend. Have a great Sunday and a great Memorial Day Monday. Have fun picnicking, partying, whatever you're doing. And, of course, make sure you check us out for more. Thank you so much for the love and the sacrifices you have made, you will make. We love and appreciate each and every one of you there. Again, for you guys, too, be happy, be healthy, and be safe. Don't party too hard. Be responsible. Make sure you have plans for that. We don't want anybody to get hurt or for you to hurt anyone else. It's important that we take care of each other and our fellow man. That's very, very vital. We can't stress that enough. We will see you guys again very soon. More content to come. Again, you can always check out your favorites there. Go to the archive. Episodes are up everywhere. Your favorite streaming service where you can get your podcasts. We have a whole... Screw me up again. I don't know what's with the internet. I'm going to have to reset this again. Here it comes. Hopefully I didn't blip out too much. That's the second time now. Oh, it's going to be a night. This is another reason why I want to keep it short. Apologies for the gaps and delay there, but... And I had a perfect segment there. I was going to end it. What was I going to say? Oh, yes. One final announcement just to remind you guys, too. Keep your eyes and ears open for Mr. J's show, the Sanitarium show. It is coming soon. He's just been really, really busy. We promise it'll be up there. I hope you guys will enjoy that. If you're a longtime listener and a Ragnarocker, we're glad to have you here. The Sanitarium show featuring Mr. J, part of J&J Production Studios Network. We're so glad to have him there. Looking forward to new episodes soon. We'll have some of the classic episodes that his library he has. We'll get those up for you guys to listen to, and then he will be getting out new shows very soon. Stick around. Make sure you get updates on that. That will be coming soon as well. Take care, you guys. Good night. Goodbye for now. Of course, and as always, you know, until next time, when we see you at the show. Good night, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Thank you for listening to the What's Up Bro show. Catch all the latest live action on your favorite podcast streaming services, including Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more. You can also check out episodes on the studio's official YouTube channel. Subscribe and become a member today. Don't forget to also turn on notifications so you'll know when new content is uploaded. Stay tuned and don't miss a single moment. We love and appreciate all your support. And as always, we will see you at the show.